Welcome back everybody to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 63. If you happen to be new here, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated on all hype sneaker releases. Essentially in this series we do go over sneakers that received updates throughout the week. For example, some of those may potentially include some Off-White, Yeezys, Jordans, and more. But with that short little intro out of the way, why don't we jump right into the first update. Kicking it off, let's begin with Nike and Off-White, since that's what you guys seem to like the most. The Nike and Off-White Blazers are finally making a return. However, it's not going to be the Blazer Mid this time, which we have seen from the 10 collection. Instead, this will be the Blazer 77 Low, of which we will see two colorways for. Blazer Low 77 will specifically be dropping in a black and green colorway, as well as a white and red pair. Personally, I'm a big fan of the black, but let me know what you guys think about these. These are currently just mock-ups courtesy of Pirates, but they are expected to look very similar based on the materials and colorways used. These will be releasing in early 2021, which actually isn't that far away anymore, which is crazy to say that 2020, which has been quite the year, is coming to a close within just a few months. When these do drop, you could certainly expect them to be very profitable with great margins, but of course they'll also be extremely difficult to cop, with your best chance being the Nike sneakers draw most likely. Speaking of which, if any of you guys do need pre-verified Adidas or Nike sneakers accounts for any upcoming drops, feel free to check out my site in the link in the description below, TARS. But now moving on to Yeezys, we have quite a lot of exciting news to discuss. Kicking it off, the Yeezy 380 Pepper is now confirmed to be releasing on September 19th in a full family size run. The reflective pair will be releasing in men's sizes on September 18th. The reflective pair retails for $250, while the non-reflective pair remains at $230 in men's sizes, just like usual. I would expect a very similar performance on these as what we saw on the Mist 380 reflective and non-reflective. This essentially means that you could expect a little profit with a poor margin on the reflective pair, and larger sizes specifically would be suggested, but don't expect anything great. But there is still a little money to be made on these with not the best margin. You can actually sign up for the Adidas Raffle now, and remember, Adidas has free returns, so this means that there's no risk whatsoever. If you guys do need additional accounts, remember my site TARS. The link is in the description below to increase your chances of copying these from the raffle. And also, for those of you who do need reliable, fast, residential proxies, be sure to follow Kip Proxies on Twitter, where restocks and discount codes are announced for the 5 most reliable residential proxy providers. Moving on, although the 380s are set to drop on the 19th, Yeezy Mafia still has the date for the Azraels set for the 19th. Then again, they also still have not updated their date for the 380s, which they have set for the 12th. So I do think it's fair to assume that the Azraels might potentially be delayed 1 week, at least at the majority of retailers. With that said, we should see these released on September 26th for $220, but of course that is subject to change. When they do end up dropping though, you should expect them to perform in a similar manner to the Zions, allowing for easy small profit on sizes under 8, and even some lunch money on larger sizes as well if you don't have tax in your state. Moving on, we got our first in-hand look at the Yeezy 380 Onyx. These dropped November 27th for $230. We should definitely also be seeing a reflective variant for these, which will then retail for $250. Now, I'll keep you guys updated when it comes to these as we approach the date, just like for any other hype sneaker. So remember to subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated, and also follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, to stay updated on any urgent information, such as shock drops or any small updates. Then we also got an in-hand look at the Yeezy 380 Lemon 2, which releases this December for $230. And in some more exciting news, courtesy of Pirates, we will be seeing 3 more colorways in the Yeezy Foam Runners, which will be dropping this December. All are expected to be very profitable with great margins. Obviously, if you have seen the last pair and how that performed, you could definitely look forward to these. Also in December, we will be getting another Yeezy 700 V3. You should definitely expect these to be extremely profitable with a great margin as well. Just one of the many drops to look forward to this December. You'll see it is a really stacked month. Then in February of 2021, we will finally be seeing the public release for the Yeezy 450. This is something that has been hinted at for over a year now. Retail is expected to be $180 on these, so the hype is real. And speaking of 450s, we should also be seeing a slide version drop on December 27th for only $65. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin as well, due due to that very low retail. And last but certainly not least, we will be seeing the cream Yeezy 700 V2 drop in March for $300. The image is just a mock-up courtesy of Pirate, but when these do end up releasing, you should expect them to look very similar based on the colorway cream. I'm personally a big fan of these, but let me know what you guys think. Now, with Yeezys out of the way, moving on to Jordans. To start, the Jordan 5 Raging Bull is finally making its return since 2009. According to DJ Folk, these will be releasing on April 10th for $190. I would definitely expect easy small profit on these, more so than what we saw in the Great Pair, especially in the larger sizes, but regardless, I'm looking forward to getting a personal pair as well. Let me know if you guys are too. Moving on, June 5th for $190, we will be seeing the Jordan 6 Electric Green release, mock-up courtesy of Z Sneakerheads, likely just going to be a personal pair only. On April 24th for $185, we will be seeing the Jordan 11 Legend Blue Low. Mock-up for these also courtesy of Z Sneakerheads. Again, I can certainly see these being a decent lunch money opportunity if you don't have tax in your state, but nothing really significant. Jordan 11 lows haven't really been performing too great, but again, there is still some potential money to be made. And in some more recent news, the Fragment Jordan 3 has now loaded onto Nike sneakers. The official release date still remains at September 17th for $190. I think this goes without question for the most part at least, but these are going to be extremely profitable with a terrific margin. Despite them being very limited, it is still set as a Leo drop, let everyone order, not a draw. This essentially means it's going to seem like a first come first serve, but it's really just a mini raffle for about 2 to 3 minutes in comparison to a draw, which is a 15-minute raffle or a 10-minute raffle usually. Moving on, Size recently loaded the PID for the Jordan 1 Lucky Green, so we actually have a really good in-hand close look at these with some quality images. These release on October 15th for $170. Expect easy profit to be made on all sizes for these men and grade school, not just the small sizes. All sizes should be profitable when it comes to these. Then we also got a detailed in-hand look at the Jordan 1 Dark Mocha, which releases October 31st for $170. All sizes are expected to be very profitable with a very good margin on these, more so than the Lucky Green Jordan 1s. Certainly just another release to look forward to in October. October is another month that is going to be very great. We also got an in-hand look at the Jordan 6 Smoke Gray, which drops September 24th for $190. These do come in women's sizes, so if you do plan on getting a personal pair for these, you will need to go 1.5 sizes up. Now, while on the topic of women's sneakers, the Jordan 4 Starfish will be releasing January 21st for $190. Based off of how the Laser Orange 3 performed, these are certainly worth keeping note of. Likely not going to be anything too crazy, but large sizes specifically do have that potential for easy lunch money, especially if you don't have tax in your state. We'll also be seeing the Starfish colorway again on January 2nd. This time, it will be for the Jordan 13 Star. Then, when it comes to these will be in men's sizes rather than women's. In some more exciting news though, we will be getting a League of Legends Jordan 1 sometime this year. On the screen right now, what you're seeing is the main promo image which has been put out, but I will update you guys when official images do load so you do get a better look at these, as well as all the release info of course, but regardless, I would certainly expect these to be profitable in all sizes with a good margin when they do end up releasing. On December 26th for $190, we will be seeing the Reverse Flu Game Jordan 12. I'm not really a big fan of these despite loving the original Flu Game pair, but let me know your thoughts on these. Moving on, courtesy of Z Sneakerheads, we got our first in-hand look at the Jordan 4 Fire Red, which is still set to re-release on November 27th for $200. Then we got detailed images of the Jordan 4 Sashiko, which will be releasing this fall for $190. These are really wild, so I'm definitely excited to see this drop. Let me know what you guys think about these and if you could even pull these off. Last but definitely not least, we will be getting another Clot Jordan collab. This time we will be getting the Clot Jordan 14 as well as the Jordan 35 Clot, both of which will drop in early 2021 and are expected to be very profitable with decent margins as well. The image of the 14s is just a mock-up as of now, courtesy of Z Sneakerheads, but they should still look very similar to these when they do end up dropping. I'll keep you guys updated, of course. Moving on to some miscellaneous sneakers though, with Jordans out of the way. To start it off, don't forget that on September 10th we will be seeing a restock restock for the very profitable CPFM Air Force Ones. Since these are customs, you should only expect these to drop on Nike once again, most likely at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, since that's when the initial drop was, and also a restock was also at 12 p.m. Eastern Time in the past. Go for any color you can make quickly, because again, these are customs. You will have to make them rather quickly. All are very profitable and will sell quickly. Free returns as well, so no risk whatsoever. And speaking of Instagram, feel free to follow my personal Instagram, Keith_Adam_. If you guys do want to get to know me a little more outside of reselling the business, but who wants to do that, right? Moving on, we will be seeing an undefeated dunk collab in early 2021, mock-up courtesy of Pirates. Just like many dunks this year, expect this release to be very profitable with a great margin as well when they do end up dropping. Then we got on-feet images of the Dunk High Varsity Maze, which drops mid-December for $110. In more recent news for Dunk High specifically, just a reminder that we do have the Pro Green and Michigan ones dropping this month. The Michigans are set for the 26th and the green are set for the 23rd, both of which are expected to be very profitable with terrific margins as well. But anyway, that will conclude it for today. Feel free to leave a like if you did enjoy or you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also, subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated on all hyped releases like this. And again, my Twitter is KeithAdam10 for more urgent updates. Also, feel free to check out the links in the description below for reliable, fast residential proxies and pre-verified Nike and Adidas accounts. But with that, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day and good luck on all these hyped releases coming up.
The double O, even the T. Get that big foot away from me. Get your foot off my foot. Why you let me with your foot? Can't you find somewhere else to keep it put? Get your foot off my foot.